Hello, and welcome to another marvelous video. Today we will talk about an otherworldly being that was brought into existence by the renowned author of macabre stories, H.P. Lovecraft. We are talking about the creature known as Cthulhu. Its first appearance was in Lovecraft's short story, The Call of Cthulhu, published in the pulp magazine Weird Tales in 1928. Recognized as one of the great old ones within Lovecraft's collection of cosmic entities, this creature has attained widespread recognition through various references in popular culture. Lovecraft portrays Cthulhu as an immense being revered by cultists, assuming the forms of a green octopus, dragon, and a distorted representation of a human figure. The Justice League has never succeeded in eliminating any creature called Cthulhu. Yes, you heard that right. In fact, they have never really faced any creature by that name. In the animated series Justice League, specifically in the episode titled The Terror Beyond, there is a resurgence of an ancient evil species referred to as the Old Ones. These beings regain their ability to traverse dimensions and subsequently initiate an assault on Earth. Guiding the Old Ones is Ictoltu, a colossal squid-like creature possessing powers that appear godlike in nature. Obviously, Ictoltu is a blatant copy of Cthulhu. So, let's see how the meeting went, so buckle up.
Be on your guard.
Speak not until spoken to.
The Terror Beyond. The episode begins at the waterfront of an undisclosed city, when we see Solomon Grundy cornered by the army, engaging in a fierce battle using all his strength. Despite his efforts, the army proves to be well prepared for the confrontation. However, Aquaman makes a dramatic entrance, riding a sea serpent, and comes to Grundy's aid, shielding him from further harm and offering assistance. After being transported to a different location, Aquaman proposes a deal to Grundy, offering him a reward in gold in exchange for assistance with a particular task. They enter a chamber where they are welcomed by Inza, who summons the presence of Dr. Fate. Fate clarifies that they require Grundy's aid in a forthcoming ritual, but in order to proceed, they must uncover the origins of Solomon Grundy. Since Grundy lacks any recollections of his past life, Fate employs a revelation spell to unveil the truth and acquire the necessary information. Grundy consents to collaborate with Fate and Aquaman, but under a condition. He requests Fate's assistance in reclaiming his soul, which he believes was lost during his transformation into his present monstrous state. This prompts the intervention of the Justice League, represented by Superman, Wonder Woman, and Hawkgirl, who intervene to prevent Fate, Aquaman, and Inza. During their journey, they encounter a distressing sight of a colossal sea creature from an unidentified species launching an assault on a cruise ship. Despite the creature's ability to harm Superman, Hawkgirl effectively fends it off using her mace, compelling the beast to retreat. Upon reaching Atlantis, the members of the League are brought before Queen Mira. Without wasting time on pleasantries, Hawkgirl bluntly questions the intentions of the sea creature, the whereabouts of Aquaman, and the reasons behind the Atlantean Navy's heightened state of readiness, hinting at the possibility of an impending war with the surface world. Mira, offended by Hawkgirl's impoliteness and lack of trust in Aquaman, declares that he is currently with Dr. Fate and will address the League when he sees fit, abruptly ending the meeting. Back on Javelin 7, Superman and Wonder Woman express their disapproval of Hawkgirl's direct approach, but she defends her actions, emphasizing that it yielded valuable information. This prompts Superman to speculate that the sea creature possessed magical abilities, as only magic, red sun radiation, and kryptonite have the potential to harm him. After that, they forcefully enter Dr. Fate's tower, disrupting a ritual that involves Grundy, inadvertently releasing Ictoltu. Apparently, the writers were unaware that the Cthulhu mythos is in the public domain and wouldn't lead to legal consequences, hence the name change. While the creature hovers menacingly above them, Dr. Fate attempts to cast a spell in order to send it away. However, the creature launches an attack. In a show of support, Hawkgirl joins forces with Fate and recites the same incantation. Surprised by Hawkgirl's knowledge of the incantation, Fate inquires about her familiarity with it. Hawkgirl reveals that it resembles a prayer from Thanagar. Feeling the urgency, Superman and Wonder Woman insist on receiving further explanations. In response, Fate conjures an image and, along with Aquaman, proceeds to clarify the situation. In a distant era, Atlantis was a floating civilization governed by sorcerer kings. During the reign of King Poseidon, the ancient world faced a perilous invasion by the Old Ones, otherworldly entities acting as precursors for their master, Ictoltu. To combat this threat, Poseidon harnessed the abundant mystical energy of Earth and forged the Trident. This powerful artifact eradicated the invading Old Ones and sealed the portal through which Ictoltu would have entered. Nevertheless, the Trident's utilization had unintended consequences. It depleted the energy that had been sustaining Atlantis above the water, resulting in the the submergence of the city beneath the waves. This catastrophic event occurred as a side effect of thwarting the imminent danger Ixtaltu and his minions posed. And now, the Old Ones are attempting again to achieve their sinister goals. Dr. Fate was utilizing Grundy and the Trident in a ritual to prevent the return of Ixtaltu. However, Wonder Woman and Superman object to this method, considering it as a form of torture. In contrast, Hawkgirl views it as more of a sacrificial act. She elucidates that in ancient times, the primitive Thanagarians worshipped Ixtaltu, who reciprocated by bestowing culture upon them. Grundy, too, insists on proceeding with the ceremony. However, Superman and Wonder Woman are unwilling to proceed without exploring alternative options. Hawkgirl asserts that an alternative exists for which they have to journey to the realm of the Old Ones and eliminate Ixtaltu. Despite the significant risks involved, Grundy wholeheartedly embraces the idea, while Dr. Fate acknowledges its potential effectiveness. However, Aquaman dissents, expressing his preference to return to Atlantis if they choose not to proceed with the spell. Responding to his wishes, Fate sends Aquaman back home and requests Enza to stay behind and assist in their eventual return, while the Justice League, Fate, and Grundy embarking on their journey to Ixtaltu's realm. Fate emphasizes the importance of staying together, cautioning them about the realm's unpredictable nature, where the alignment of Earth and the sky may not always follow familiar patterns. In the alternative realm, Superman and Wonder Woman remain astonished by the concept of worshipping Ixtaltu. Hawkgirl elucidates that Ixtaltu once granted them various advancements, including science, philosophy, agriculture, and even the enigmatic nth metal. However, they ceased their worship over time and presently have no deity to revere. Their discussion is abruptly interrupted as the group comes under attack from the formidable Screaming Hands. Nevertheless, they manage to overcome their adversaries. As they observe a sizable swarm approaching a fissure, Superman and Wonder Woman rush to impede their progress, aided by a spell conjured by Dr. Fate. Meanwhile, in Atlantis, after exchanging greetings with Mira, Aquaman directs his attendants to assemble the War Council. However, he soon realizes that he cannot hear the usual sounds of the sea creatures, as they have mysteriously vanished. At that moment, a rupture forms outside the city, giving way to many Old Ones surging through. With resolve, Aquaman assumes leadership and mobilizes the Atlantean Navy to confront the Old Ones. He urgently calls upon the sea creatures for assistance, and his plea is promptly answered. In the alternate realm, Grundy, Fate, and Hawkgirl encounter Ixtaltu. Upon seeing Hawkgirl, Ixtaltu identifies her as a Thanagarian and desires to converse with her. Meanwhile, he commands his minions to eliminate Fate and Grundy. Hawkgirl, however, shows no interest in engaging with Ixtaltu and unveils the unsettling price that her people paid for his favors, the souls of ancient Thanagarians. Upon learning of Ixtaltu's soul-stealing nature, Grundy becomes convinced that his own soul is Ixtaltu's possession. Fueled by this realization, Grundy forcefully makes his way within Ixtaltu, while the creature had Hawkgirl in its grasp. Back in the other realm, we see Superman and Wonder Woman engage in an uphill battle against the Old Ones, struggling to keep their ground. However, the situation takes a surprising turn as the Old Ones suddenly start to withdraw. Just then, Aquaman emerges through the fissure and joins forces with the two Justice League members. Together, they swiftly act to place an asteroid into the opening, effectively sealing it with the power of Aquaman's trident. Meanwhile, deep within the depths of Ixtaltu, Grundy unleashes a relentless and destructive assault, inflicting severe damage upon the membranes and tissues that make up the monstrous entity. His actions result in injuries to Ixtaltu, allowing Hawkgirl to break free from his grasp. Driven by his unwavering determination, Grundy skillfully maneuvers through the labyrinthine pathways leading to Ixtaltu's brain. Once there, he confronts a daunting guardian creature, engaging in a fierce and intense battle. Despite sustaining mortal wounds, Grundy emerges victorious over the guardian. Sensing the imminence of his demise, Hawkgirl swiftly rushes to Grundy's side, offering solace and support during his final moments. In his dying breaths, Grundy earnestly implores Hawkgirl to locate his soul. Honoring his final wish, Hawkgirl takes flight above Ixtaltu's brain, conscious of the creature's belief that she will not launch an attack, as it places unwavering trust in her. Recognizing this mutual understanding, Hawkgirl decisively strikes her mace into Ixtaltu's brain, ending the monstrous entity. Returning to Grundy's side, she comforts him as he peacefully passes away, assuring him that his soul awaits him on the other side. With a serene smile, Grundy departs, gratified by the realization that he has finally attained the long-awaited reward he sought. Marvelous verdict. And that brings us to the conclusion of this video. In summary, The Terror Beyond an exceptionally well-crafted and thrilling episode of Justice League, the animated series. It boasts a fantastic ensemble of characters, a gripping storyline, and genuinely chilling visuals. Moreover, the episode effectively delves into the themes of fear and sacrifice. One key element that makes the episode so captivating is its ability to build suspense. It initially presents a relatively straightforward premise, which is Aquaman and Dr. Fate working together to prevent the resurgence resurgence of an ancient enmity. However, as the narrative unfolds, the stakes progressively escalate. We come to understand that the hostility they face is Cthulhu, one of the most formidable entities not only within the DC universe, but across the entirety of fictional universes. If you are a fan of the series Lovecraft, or seeking an excellent introduction to the DC animated universe, I highly recommend giving The Terror Beyond a watch. What are your thoughts on the creature? Share your opinions in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit like and share it with others. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.